Hello, my name is Brent Miller and I am a master plumber and I've been one for 11 years. Today we're going to talk about how to replace a stopper or the stop the water from going out of the bottom of the tub when you don't want it to. There are three types of these. One is just a normal type that you just buy the little rubber stopper that actually goes into the hole, and if you need to replace it, just go to your local hardware store and buy one, and they're just a couple of dollars. And they typically have a chain that connects to one of these screws up in here. If you have a bathroom that's probably less than 7 or 8 years old, you're likely going to have this type of mechanism in the back of the tub. What happens is this, if you can picture your tub here, this is the back of your tub and this is the little switch that you can use to open and shut this valve. And then of course this is the drain portion of the tub, and of course this can unscrew and use it like that. But we'll talk about how this system works and how you would use it to unstop it if you needed to. You'd have to get in from behind the tub somehow or another. Most of the time they always build an access panel. Any house built in the last 30 years almost always has an access panel. Typically it's in a closet or a hallway where it doesn't pretty much get noticed. But you can go in behind the tub and you'd come in from this direction. So I will come in from this direction here and you would unscrew this right here. And sometimes this part would be glued in. If it is, in that case, and it's really stopped up, you're just going to have to cut it, and then they make what they call a union. They're only about $1, and you would put them back in there and put just a little bit of glue on it, put it back together. It's actually not as difficult as it sounds. We're going to unscrew this to kind of give you iterate how this works. We're going to pull this out of here. This is the stopper that stops the flow of water. It's got a rubber seal on both top and bottom, and it sticks down into this thing. And what happens is when you flip this switch, it moves that up and down, if you can see that moving in and out. And what happens as you do this, it stops the water flow from coming here by this dropping in front of it, and it forms a good seal. And then if you have to replace this, which the newer type don't need replacing that often, so it's likely something else, but if it won't stop the water, you can go here and you have to, this stopper prevents that. It's also got a little linkage between here and here where this is controlled, and that would likely be your issue if you need to replace that. So once you have this apart, the way to do this is you can pull, there's a little pin, and you squeeze that together. You can usually do it with your fingers, but if you have to, you can take a pair of Linodo's pliers or something, push that together, and that'll pull right out, and this will drop off, and you can take this to your local hardware store, and they can replace that, and you can come in. The only thing generally that ever go wrong is these rubber seals on both top and bottom would start, would dry rot or something after a few years. And that's how you would just replace the whole unit when you did that, because they're only $1 or $2.